Hunter, are there any Clemson players left for the Raiders to take with their last pick in the seventh round?
There are a bunch of them. They need to trade up and get a few more. You got Mitch and Mark, and you got a bunch of guys that still haven't gone yet. That should.
So were you thinking, when they taken the two guys the last 2 days, were you thinking this would be a good possibility for you here?
Whenever Oakland took two Clemson guys?
Yeah, it was two Clemson guys the first 2 days.
Yeah.
Did you think, hey, maybe they'll want me too?
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I talked to Funky at the pro day. He worked with us. Thinking of a pro day that they were the team in the lead and that they wanted me. And me and Adam Humphries have the same agent. And Adam went through the agent process, and I know that Oakland wanted him a lot. And so I knew it would be a good spot. And I like how Coach Swinney, he had like the little board with the peg hole, and he dropped it, and it landed on the Raiders on Thursday night. And so I knew it was going to be a good week from there.
I know that you weren't coached by them, but what was your interaction like with the Raiders staff at the Senior Bowl?
Yeah, they won. They won, so that's always fun. We kind of had a time when we went over 30 minutes. The whole team met with the Oakland and South Coast, met with the 49ers, and we flip-flopped. And we got to talk with the receiver coach, Coach Gordon, and so it was good. We kind of talked all about it. I like Oakland receiver. He's just very laid back, and it was good.
Have you been able to exchange a message with Cleveland and Trayvon yet?
Yeah, first thing I did, I FaceTimed him. Trayvon switched numbers on me. He's gotten too big lately. He must have a second phone, and so I had to track his number down. But I FaceTimed both of them, and we're just ready to get to work and bring some of the same stuff we did at Clemson to Oakland. So we're excited.
Is there something that you feel like can translate to the pros after being with such a successful program that was so used to winning?
Yeah, obviously. I think obviously Clemson, and I know Alabama as well. We've just won a lot, and we're used to winning, and so we're not used to losing, and so we're looking forward to taking the things we learned, and there's a fine line between winning and losing. And it's just little things. It's the attention to details. It's just commitment, just being all in all the time at Clemson. And those are the same things that when at the next level off the field, it's the details. And so I'm just looking forward to bringing that.
A tweet came back up when Derek Carr was watching the championship game a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw that. What do you know about him and your thoughts on getting to catch passes from him now?
Yeah, I remember that. I really do. I remember sitting on the bus, and I was like, Derek Carr tweeted. I was like, this is the Derek Carr, and I was so excited. We just won the national championship, and I think a little time before that, after that, I remember he got a big contract, and he was talking about the more money he makes, the more he can give it away, and I just love that, and that's what it's all about. And so it was cool, and then I was able to, he would tweet at me, and I was like, this is unbelievable. And so it was cool to come full circle and be able to play with a guy like that.
Is there something maybe about the mentality that you take into big games that has allowed you to perform so well under pressure over the years?
Really just the freedom. I think just being able to play and just play free. Whenever it gets going and the pressure's on, you really just revert back to how you practice, how you prepare, the fundamentals. And you try not to have the same fun that I had in the backyard, playing football, playing basketball, playing all of those sports, and just competing and loving to compete and having fun with it. I'll take that out in the field and just really go have a blast because life's short and you get carried away with the pressure and trying to get perfect all the time. Instead of just going and having fun. And I think that's what it's all about, and that's what we're going to try to do.
Hunter, you're not no offense, but you're not the biggest guy or the strongest guy. The combine, it shows like the DK Metcalfs of the world. But still, how do you feel you're able to, amid all of that, show what you are as a player at the combine? And obviously, people understand your film and what your talents are as a player.
Yeah, kind of coming to Clemson, I was not the most recruited guy. Definitely wasn't the biggest or fastest or strongest. But I just wanted to be a guy who was consistent. And for me, it wasn't even about having so many number of catches or having so many touchdowns or the stats. For me, coming into Clemson, it was, can my teammates trust me? And does it matter that I'm there that we win games? And if I can check those boxes, that's all that matters to me. I just like to win games. I don't have to be the one catching the game-winning pass. I don't have to be the one in the limelight. I just like to win and enjoy my teammates winning, and that's what's exciting to me. And I feel like we have that at Oakland. We have the nucleus, and it's going to be exciting to go out there and try to do that.
How do you feel like your game translates to the NFL?
Yeah, one of the mentors of mine is Adam Humphries. Like I said earlier, he was a tryout player. He wasn't even a free agent. He basically had to walk on to the NFL and just signed a good contract last year. And I feel like we're similar. I just feel like we pay attention to the details. We have fun. We take practice seriously. We try to get better every day in practice. If there's something we need to improve on, we try to go and improve on it. And we care about our teammates. And I feel like if we're able to do those things, then you're going to have success.
Hunter, what are the Raiders getting in the locker room with Cleveland in terms of a leadership role and just how he's a vocal kind of guy?
Yeah, I think I heard a quote maybe after Cleveland was taken about being a safe layup in the fairway. You don't have to hit a great drive or you don't have to do all this, but if you just hit a smooth iron or whatnot into the middle of the fairway, that's what Cleveland is. I mean, he's just as easygoing, just trustworthy as it gets. And you're getting a leader who is a really good player for one, but as good of a player as he's a better person off the field. And I feel like all the teams I've been on and all the teams that have succeeded, they have great people first. And if you can get that and people who are invested and committed and ready to do their job and care about their teammates, not wanting to let them down on a Sunday, then you're going to have what it takes, includes all those things.
Is there any wide receiver, aside from maybe Humphreys, whose game you model yourself after?
No. I enjoy watching football. I just grew up my whole life watching. But I just like having fun and playing. There's little things you can take from Antonio, you can take from a Cooper Kupp, you can take from all these great receivers. Just little details that you can add to your toolbox, and if they work, then good. If not, then you throw them up. And so you just try to learn as much as you can from people who've been there before. And I'm excited about that.
Is there a certain mentality that comes from being a walk-on back at school that you've kind of carried with you? And have you kind of maybe even on this day taken some time to appreciate, how far you've come to now being an NFL draft pick?
Absolutely. I think I'll forever be a walk-on. I mean, that's the mentality you have to have. And I know I'm not the biggest. I know I'm not the fastest. I'm going to, whether it's now or my whole career, that's kind of going to be the knock on me. And so I'm looking forward to proving it wrong and just going out every day and earning it. And I think that goes well for me. And that's what it takes to win, to go out there every single day and just give it your all and try to be your best. And if that happens, then you can't. You're not going to have any regrets for sure, and then you're going to love the result.
Congratulations again.
Yeah, thanks for the time.
Awesome.
Thanks,
y'all.
Hunter.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Hunter.
appreciate it. Yeah.
See ya.